Glad you can join us, and welcome to the P.G.M show. So traffic rolls by on a lazy, I forget what day it is today here in New Zealand. I think it is Thursday. Yes. And I am reviewing Booster Gold and the if I get this out, Booster Gold and a Blue Beetle 2-pack of DC McFarlane toys. Why am I reviewing this without it being in hand? Oh, it will be in hand, I assure you. It will be in hand. It's just this, watch this space thing going on. I haven't seen it in my country yet, but once I do, oh, it's going to be glorious for me. I like these two characters. One a little bit more than the other. I'll give you a little bit of history in these two characters. Not much, but a little. I used to read Justice League in the 1980s and 90s, and I loved when Blue Beetle and Booster Gold was in the team. Were in the team, and yeah, they had a very comedic placement in the Justice League. They were all clowns and best of friends, but they watched each other's back, you could say. In the story of Blue Beetle, Ted Cord, he's a millionaire like Bruce Wayne. There's a lot of money. He's got his own industry, Ted Cord Industries, if I can get that out plainly and clearly instead of slurring my words. And Booster Gold comes from another universe, so he comes from the future. He comes with a little creature, a little droid called Skeet. And some comic books you didn't see Skeet in, but in the Justice League from Tim, I had his name, Bruce Timm, that's the one, Bruce Timm, and I think it's Duffy, and McDuffie, or McDuff, and anyway, I digress. I'm plainly digressing, but a wonderful cartoon series that Booster Gold was in it. But again, Ted Cord wasn't, and Blue Beetle wasn't. And that variation of the Justice League. Anyway, in a brutal sense, Ted Cord got shot dead by a villain, a criminal, and Booster Gold lost his friend. This came out way better in my head than it's coming out now, but I don't know what the fascination with Blue Beetle and myself. I think it might be the costume, it might be the bug he made for him and made for transporting other heroes in some of the comic books I read. For Booster Gold, I think it's just the sarcasm and the quick-witted but annoyance he had with other superheroes. I mean, he wanted to be here in this earth with to get fame and fortune, but really nobody was listening to him at all. He wanted to claim to fame. I'm not doing this in the soundproof room. I'm doing this in my living room, where all the sounds of today is sprinkled throughout a gorgeous, sunny, hottish day here in Wellington City and in New Zealand on North Island. Giving you the story, not a detailed look of the story of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, giving you a summary of what their characters were like. And really, Blue Beetle was in Crisis on Infinite Earths with an old Superman. If you've read that comic book, that was alright, it was good, but Booster Gold wasn't in that Crisis on Infinite Earths. So that's interesting. But in other variations, I mean, they've teamed up together, they're very good friends. I guess it was a shock to Booster Gold when he found out his friend was shot dead in cold blood and his friend gone forever. Yeah, I guess it was a shock, but it brought life to these characters. They were unnecessary evil in the teams. Hence, if they were either A-listers, B-listers, C-listers, I think of them as B and C-listers. I think in variations of the action figures, their representations on different DC collects or other brands, their depictions and their likenesses awesome looking. As I try and get my words out, you can see the eyes through the goggles of Blue Beetle, and it has a shinier look to Booster Gold's costume, and Skeet is hovering on Booster Gold's shoulder in one of these pictures. But as a sirens off in the background here, I really am looking forward to actually getting these in my grubby little hands and reviewing them. I'm excited. I was excited in seeing the packages. Excited to see these two comedians in one pack. Two best friends. Yeah, so it's a kind of watch this space when and if I am going to grab these, and I will grab these, don't you worry, I will grab these. DC McFarlane action figures, the 7-inch action figures. I am doing a damn good review on these as a truck roars past my window. Anyway, I will roar out of here. Thank you for listening to my twaddle and inane ramblings again on a action figure review that is not in hand, but it will be here on the P.G.M show. I'm looking forward to that. So I will leave you all with that. So watch this space when I get these figures in hand, these action figures in hand. Blue Beetle, Booster Gold 2-pack, and DC McFarlane toys. I will be giving a review on it, as I said once too often in this review. Anyway, everybody in the whole world, love you all. Take care. Stay safe out there. Until next time, see you later.